Let's start by taking a look at what's included in the box. We have a brake master cylinder. Here are the tools we are going to use for this job. A brake fluid exchange machine. A brake fluid exchange adapter. A blowgun. A trim pry tool. A small 8mm deep socket. A small 10mm deep socket. A medium 13mm deep socket. A large 19mm deep socket. A medium long extension bar. A shop towel. A 10mm wrench. A 11mm wrench. A 15mm wrench. A large impact wrench. A small ratchet. A medium ratchet. A medium torque wrench. A large extendable ratchet. A large torque wrench. DOT for brake fluid. Prepare at least 2 liters. Fluid extractor. Open the hood. Set the hood prop rod. Before removing the brake master cylinder, repeatedly pump the brake pedal to deplete the vacuum in the brake booster. Use a trim pry tool to remove the wiring harness clip. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor connector. When disconnecting the connector first, pull back the connector lock tab, then press here to release the connector. Unclip the air filter housing latches. Use a small 8mm deep socket along with a small ratchet to loosen the air intake tube clamp. Pull off the bypass hose, disconnect the evap hose, remove the upper air filter housing and intake tube. Use a small 10mm deep socket, along with a small ratchet to remove the negative battery terminal nut. Disconnect the negative battery cable. Use the same tool to remove the positive battery terminal nut. Open the protective cover. Disconnect the positive battery cable. Continue using the same tool to remove the mounting nuts for the battery hold-down bracket. Remove the nuts. Take out the mounting bracket. Remove the battery. Open the master cylinder cap. Disconnect the brake fluid level sensor connector. Use a trim pry tool to remove the wiring harness clip. Use a fluid extractor to remove excess brake fluid from the reservoir. Place a shop towel under the brake master cylinder to prevent brake fluid from damaging components during removal. Use a 15mm wrench to remove the mounting nuts for the primary and secondary brake lines on the master cylinder. Use a medium 13mm deep socket, a medium long extension bar, and a medium ratchet to remove the brake master cylinder mounting bolts. Remove the nut. Remove the nut. Remove the brake master cylinder. Be careful of brake fluid when removing it to prevent leaks. Brake master cylinder comparison. The reason we are replacing the brake master cylinder is that the old one is faulty, causing a lack of power brake assist. Use a lint-free shop towel to clean the surface of the brake vacuum booster. Install the new brake master cylinder. Align it with the mounting holes for installation. Start the mounting nuts for the brake master cylinder by hand. Continue installing the other mounting nut. Use a medium 13mm deep socket, a medium long extension bar, and a medium ratchet to tighten the 2 mounting nuts on the brake master cylinder. Use a medium 13mm deep socket, a medium long extension bar, and a medium torque wrench to torque the brake master cylinder mounting nuts. Torque specification is 20 Nm or 15 foot-pounds. Remove the dust cap. Install the primary and secondary brake lines. Use a 15mm wrench to tighten the mounting nuts for the primary and secondary brake lines on the master cylinder. Snug them tight. Snug them tight. Reinstall the wiring harness clip. Reconnect the brake fluid level sensor connector. Remove the shop towel. Reinstall the battery. Install the battery. Hold down bracket. Start the mounting nuts by hand. Use a small 10mm deep socket along with a small ratchet to tighten the mounting nuts. Tighten until snug. Connect the positive battery terminal. Connect the negative battery terminal. Use the same tool to tighten the battery terminal nuts. Install the intake tube and upper air filter housing. Align the notch. Align the upper air filter housing with the mounting hole. Re-engage the latches. Use a small 8mm deep socket along with a small ratchet to tighten the air intake tube clamps. Tighten until snug. Install the bypass hose. Install the EVAP hose. Install the wiring harness clip. Reconnect the mass airflow sensor connector. Use a large 19mm deep socket along with a large extendable ratchet to break loose the lug nuts on all 4 wheels. Raise the vehicle. Use a large 19mm deep socket along with an impact wrench to remove the lug nuts from all 4 wheels. Remove all 4 wheels. Remove the brake fluid reservoir cap. Pour brake fluid into the brake fluid reservoir. Use the specialty brake fluid exchange tool. Install the specialty adapter. Next, use the brake fluid exchange machine to perform the brake fluid exchange and bleeding. Connect the fill adapter. Now, begin bleeding the brakes. The brake bleeding sequence is right rear, then right front, left front. Begin bleeding after removing the right rear wheel. Use a blowgun to clean dust from around the bleeder screw. Remove the dust cap from the caliper. Bleeder screw. Connect the bleeder hose adapter. Use an 11mm wrench to loosen the bleeder screw on the right rear caliper. Once the bleeder screw is loosened, if you see fluid flowing out with bubbles, it indicates air is in the system. When the fluid in the line runs clear and there are no more bubbles, the bleeding is complete. Once there are no more bubbles in the line, tighten the bleeder screw. Remove the bleeder hose. Install the dust cap. After bleeding the right rear wheel, bleed the left rear wheel using the same method. After bleeding the left rear wheel, proceed to bleed the right front wheel. Remove the dust cap. Connect the bleeder hose. Use a 10mm wrench to loosen the bleeder screw. Again, when the fluid in the line runs clear and there are no bubbles, the bleeding is complete. Use a 10mm wrench to tighten the bleeder screw. Remove the bleeder hose. Install the dust cap. After bleeding the right front wheel, bleed the left front wheel using the same method. After bleeding all calipers, repeatedly pump the brake pedal. If the brake pedal feels too soft, continue bleeding. If it feels firm, bleeding is complete. Use clean water to rinse any brake fluid off all calipers. After bleeding is complete, remove the adapter. Remove the specialty brake fluid adapter tool. Check if the fluid level is between the 2 lines. If it is below the lower line, add brake fluid. If it is between the 2 lines, it is normal. Reinstall the master cylinder cap. Use clean water to clean up any brake fluid that leaked during removal to prevent brake fluid from corroding components. Install all 4 wheels. Install the lug nuts on all 4 wheels. Use a large 19mm deep socket along with an impact wrench to tighten the lug nuts on all 4 wheels. Lower the vehicle. Use a large 19mm deep socket along with a large torque wrench to torque the lug nuts. Torque specification is 150 Newton meters or 111 foot-pounds. Torque the remaining wheels to the same specification. Remove the hood prop rod. Close the hood.